Hello, welcome to another episode of Spur Your Appetite. I'm Tristan, and I got a very special guest with me.
Hello, everybody. You might remember me from a couple of weeks back, months back, maybe.
You're right, yeah. Shit, I think it's been a couple of weeks or so. But yeah, he's back, and man, we have some shit to talk about. Jesus. But before we get into it, how was your Valentine's Day?
Oh, it was wonderful. I took the lady took me out actually to see one of the topics that we're going to be talking about today, and I cooked her a nice meal.
Oh shit.
Steak and potatoes, and got her a nice diamond bracelet, and
Oh shit. Okay. Alright, cool. Me, yeah, I took a lady out to go see a movie, as Mikhail said, we're going to talk about later, and man, do I have some stuff to say. Like, let me tell you, I have some stuff to say, alright. But before we get into that, I just thought we'd talk about, first off, let's talk about the Oscars for a second. Miguel, did you watch the Oscars, or was it just...
No, I didn't, but okay. I watched the speech that Joaquin Phoenix gave, so...
Alright. So, I used to watch the Oscars. I think the last Oscars show that I watched was 2015 or 2016. It was the year Leonardo DiCaprio won his first Oscar, and that was the last time. So, 2020 Oscars was coming up, and I didn't realize until I looked at all the nominees. I was like, oh shit, I've seen most of these movies. Fuck, okay. And I even talked about the nominations, but yeah, it was interesting. Because this was apparently the second year where they didn't have a host for the Oscars, and I don't know, it was weird. I mean, the one thing I really noticed mostly was there were so many goddamn musical beats. It's like, what the fuck? Like, how many music beats do we need? I will say, I think the most surprising, this most surprising performance, musical beat, was Eminem showing up. Like, this motherfucker came out of nowhere. Like, they don't even lead it up. They just had a surprise for you. And so, it's going through this whole musical montage, and then it ends with, a clip from Lose Yourself, where Eminem is about to walk out to do his rap battle or whatever. Closes the door, and then Lose Yourself comes on. And I'm like, wait a minute. Eminem? And sure enough, Eminem is there, and oh my god, like, so I'm watching the Oscars with my grandparents and my great-grandmother, and they could not stop saying, like, he needs to pull up his pants and blah blah blah, and I'm just like, yeah, but I was so taken away that motherfucker was at the Oscars. But then again, I was like, wait a minute, went on Google and I was like, oh yeah, that's right, Lose Yourself won an Oscar, but he never accepted it, and so now he's finally here performing Lose Yourself. So,
what are you talking about? How did he not accept a fucking Oscar?
Well, I think again, Lose Yourself came out in 2002, and apparently he didn't accept his Oscar because of the fact that he was at home or whatever and was taking care of his kids, and they had to go to school in the morning, so he just kind of blew up the Oscars or whatever, so... Because,
shit, I wish I could do that.
Right. I mean, if you were watching the show, so, like, some of the there's only 2 nominees that didn't show up at the Oscars, but they didn't even win or whatever, so, but they weren't there. Yeah, some people don't show up at the Oscars, even if they're nominated, but yeah. But I think that there was only 2 musical beats that I actually liked. I am forgetting the name, and I apologize, but the girl who played Harriet Tubman in the Harriet movie, she sung a song. I thought she was great. And then for the In Memoriam section, where they honored the people that passed away, Billie Eilish sang Yesterday during the In Memoriam, and I was like, I don't mind Billie Eilish. I don't really care for her, and I think she's a great artist, but for some reason, her take on Yesterday kind of made me feel like this is probably... I think I like this version more so than the Beatles song Yesterday. Like, I don't know. I really felt that performance. But yeah, and so I think overall as a show, it was fine. And for a show that's 3 hours long, holy shit, man. Like, my God. But yeah, I don't know. It was nice to watch the Oscars, considering I've watched most of these movies. But yeah, let's get into it. So, some of the wins that I want to talk about, some of them were kind of obvious, and then some just kind of took me away. First things first, best score goes to Joker, and again, that was my pick, and I couldn't agree more.
Yes, sir.
And it's chilling and haunting, and it really adds to the film and whatnot. So
the film was very demented.
Yeah, very much so. But yeah, I liked her take on it. I love the chilling. It definitely fits the atmosphere. And again, I haven't listened to the score fully yet, but I will one day. But yeah, I'm glad Joker won for best score. Best short film. Now, this short film I saw on the internet, and I immediately followed the guy that made this short film called Hair Love, and oh my God, that short film is very touching, and it's basically it's a dad, a black dad, fixing his daughter's hair fixing her hair and whatnot, and it's very a political statement of trying to not all black dads are horrible or whatever, and I love the message, and just if you don't watch that film and just are not touched by it, then I don't know, I think you're a robot, because I felt all the feels, and I was like, God damn it, I'm so glad that short film won, because that really I just remember sitting in bed watching this short film, just being like, wow, and there's no dialogue. The only speaking lines that you get is from. So in the short film, this girl is trying to do her hair or whatever, and she's watching a video, and that's the only, lines that you hear somebody talking or whatever. Everything else is just silent and, trying to fix her hair. It's just it was great. It was really great, and I couldn't be more happy that it won for short film. This one was shocking. So for best adapted screenplay, Taika Waititi won for Jojo Rabbit, and oh my God, that took me away. I didn't know what would win, honestly. I figured it could have been The Irishman, it could have been Joker, it could have been anyone, but I didn't expect Jojo Rabbit to take that win, and God damn it, I love Jojo Rabbit. It was definitely one of my favorite movies of last year, and again, I won't try to explain what Jojo Rabbit is about. You just have to watch the trailer for yourself, and then hopefully that trailer will make you want to go see it, because it's not what you would think. It's really a satire is what it is, and yeah, I was very surprised by it. And then we go from adapted screenplay to original screenplay, which was Parasite, and I haven't seen Parasite, but I just thought I'd give this a shout out, because good job on what's his name, Bong Joon-ho on the win for Parasite, and I will definitely be watching that movie. He had the best lines. He was just like, I am now gonna go drink till the morning, I was just like, yep, I would do the same thing if I won an Oscar. And so yeah, good on him. For best film editing, Ford v Ferrari. Yeah, shocking. I like that. It was very good. I love the film editing. I thought it was pretty great. I liked how they put the movie together and whatnot. Best costume. This was really interesting. And that was...
Hold on.
What now?
I have one thing to add for the Ford v Ferrari.
Oh yeah? What's up?
Do you guys know that the scene whenever I haven't seen the movie, but I've seen some of the behind the scenes.
Oh yeah.
And they freaking had a fucking rocket launcher for the fucking cars, and they shot that shit, bro. They put it on a truck, and they literally shot the cars into the air with air cannons or something, with a cannon.
I am trying to remember what scene that is, because
At the end, whenever the red car crashes or whatever.
Fuck, I think I have to rewatch that movie now because I can't remember.
Yeah, but they literally shot a car into the air. I don't know how, but that thing flew, bro.
Oh, during the race. Yeah, okay, yeah. I think I know what you're talking about, yeah. Yeah.
They literally shot that car in, like 3 times. They said they did it. They had to do it 3 times.
It's pretty fucking crazy. I mean, Ford v Ferrari is just one of those movies that made me feel like, man, I want to be a mechanic now, because seeing those two trying to come up with the best fast car or whatever was really, that was a lot of fun to watch that process. And so I really dug that a lot. So yeah, costume design. Little Women got it. I thought Joker would win this, but you know what? Not even mad about it, honestly. Never saw Little Women, but hey, good on them. Good on them. Now, we go from that to cinematography. You know what? I'll just say it. You know, I didn't add it on my notes, but best visuals, 1917 got it. And honestly, that Lion King got snubbed. I'm sorry, but you can't tell me Lion King, you know, the visuals are just spectacular. I'm sorry, but like,
that's graphic design right there, man.
Yeah, like, Lion King should have gotten it. And no, 1917 got it. But whatever. That's the Oscars, you know. Whatever.
It's just what the flavor of the month, man.
Yeah, I guess so. But anyways, speaking of 1917, they won Best Cinematography, which, I mean, come on. And apparently the guy that did the best, Roger Deakins is the name, who is a cinematographer on 1917. He was also the cinematographer for Blade Runner 2049, which is like,
you know why they got the cinematography for that movie?
Yeah, for 1917, yeah. Because it's made to believe that it's a one continuous shot, and hey, it's well shot. I mean, I kind of figured it was gonna win. Like, I just couldn't see any other movie that would take it, honestly. But yeah, I couldn't see any other movie taking it, honestly. I mean, maybe Joker could have gotten it. I don't know if they were nominated, but I think they were, but I'm not sure.
Well, I'm just happy that they got at least something.
Yep.
For Joker, multiple, but still.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy that Joker only got 2 things, but then again, it's like, when you look at 2019 as a whole and the movies that came out, it was a good fucking year of movies, man. I'll tell you that.
Yes, it was.
Oh my
God. Just seems like it's going to get better.
Right, like, now it makes me hope that this year is just as good, if not better, than last year. Because, man. So now we get into the big wins. Best Actress, leading actress, Renee Zellweger for Judy. I didn't see the movie, so congrats on her.
No, nor have I. So yeah, applause.
Yeah. And then for Best Supporting Actress, we got Laura Dern for Marriage Story, which I saw and was like, yeah, if they had put Lupita Nyong'o for Us, she would have won. But since they didn't nominate her, yeah, Laura Dern definitely deserved it. It's just, she plays a great lawyer in that movie. So yeah. And now we get into the Best Acting category. For supporting, Brad Pitt for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It was a dead giveaway. Like, that was just the obvious, because, you know,
Brad Pitt will win.
Yeah, because, like, look, I didn't like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I thought it was just one of Quentin Tarantino's most disappointing movies. But I couldn't deny how fucking awesome Brad Pitt was in that movie. So, and I loved his speech. I thought his speech was great. But then we get to Best Actor. And again, this one was just like, just give him the Oscars. Like, of all the people that you nominated, this man's going to win it. And that is Joaquin Phoenix for Joker.
That's a big clap right there. That's a big win. I'm happy for him.
And it's
he deserves it.
Yeah, it's crazy because now he's won an Oscar for a character from a comic book movie. This is the second time this character has won a Oscar. The first being Heath Ledger for Best Supporting, and now you got Best Leading Actor for Joaquin Phoenix playing the Joker, which is fucking nutty. It's nutty.
Yes, sir.
I will say though, he is. I don't know if it's just me, but like, I get what he was trying to say, but his his delivery on it was just like, he was stuttering a lot, and he kind of felt nervous on that stage, and I totally got what he was going for, but that speech was kind of like, I get what you're saying, but what an awkward speech, honestly. I don't know if it was
Well, I think he was... I think it's because what movies has he done before? I don't know if he's done much. He hasn't been put in the spotlight that much.
Miguel, he's done a couple of good movies, let me tell you. One of my favorite movies of his, Her, oh my god.
Oh, never seen it.
Oh my god. It's on Netflix, and man, I'll tell you what, that movie is in-fucking-credible. Like, it's... Because when you hear that, you know, a guy falls in love with his AI system or whatever...
Yeah, my sister told me about
that. You think it's gonna be fucking stupid, but... And I didn't watch it, and then, you know, since, you know, when Joker was coming out, I figured I'd watch it, because I don't deny he's not a great actor. And when you watch that movie, it's like, holy shit, like, this was like this movie was so easy to pick fun at, but once you actually sit down and watch it, it's like, you buy into it. It's so fucking weird, and it's great. It's so fucking weird. But yeah, Joaquin Phoenix winning for Best Actor for Joker, that was a dead giveaway, honestly. That was a dead giveaway. It was just...
I mean, it shouldn't have gone to anybody else.
There was no contest at all. There was really no contest, honestly.
Literally. Who were the other nominees, if you don't mind me asking?
You know what? I would have to look that up. Let me look that up. And you know what? Yeah, hold on. I think the nominees... I know Adam Driver was definitely nominated. Okay, here we go. We got Adam Driver. Right now. We got Adam Driver for Marriage.
Jonathan Pierce.
Yeah.
Antonio Banderas.
Yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
Nope. Yeah, there's no fucking contest.
I mean, again, I didn't see The Two Popes or Pain and Glory, but, you know, I think the second runner-up probably would have been Adam Driver for Marriage Story. That would have been the second runner-up. But yeah, I mean, but of all that, all the nominees, yeah, Joaquin was going to get it regardless.
Yes, sir.
Then we get to Best Director. And it wasn't until we got to this category where I felt like, oh, I know what's going to win Best Picture then. Bong Joon-ho won for Best Director for Parasite. Which, again, even he was stunned. He was like, all right, I'm going to double down on the drinking now. And then, of course, Best Picture went to Parasite, which I was like, oh, fuck. I mean, yeah, I never saw it, but, like, all the praise that I see, it's like, yeah, okay, I get it. And it was nice. Apparently, this is the first time a foreign film won for a Best Picture. Like, that's fucking crazy to me.
He must be happy. I'm proud of him.
Yeah, and you know what? It wasn't until the day after the Oscars that I looked up him or whatever. Apparently, he directed one of my favorite movies, and that's Snowpiercer.
Okay.
I don't know if you ever saw Snowpiercer. It's basically like, I guess you can, okay, so it's kind of like, you can kind of compare it to Hunger Games in the sense that, you know, civilization is like gone to shit, but in Snowpiercer, it's basically all of humanity is now trapped on this train because on the outside, it's a snowy blizzard and whatnot, and the people all the way in the back decide, you know what, we want to, like, we're being treated poorly and all this bad shit, and so they decide to go up to the front. It's really great. I mean, Chris Evans is in it, and oh my god, it's bloody, it's brutal, it's dirty, it's really great. So,
if I had a choice, I haven't seen Parasite, Once Upon a Time, or 1917, but if I had a choice between Joker or The Irishman, I would say The Irishman.
Oh yeah. Again, I swear I need to watch that. I gotta get past. Oh my god, there was so Steve Martin and Chris Rock came out at one point, and Chris Rock was like, Martin Scorsese, I love the first season of The Irishman. Oh my god, that was such a good joke. I loved that a lot.
First season.
I really do need to sit down and watch The Irishman. I just got to get past the whole, it's 3 hours, and a 3-hour movie, that kind of movie doesn't really appeal to me, but you know what? I do got to sit down and watch it. But yeah, I'll definitely get into it. Oh man. Okay, so that's all the Oscar talk I want to talk about. Now let's dive into the actual stuff we want to talk about, starting with recently, a couple days ago, we got our first look at Robert Pattinson as Batman. A camera test or whatever, if you will. Now, Miguel, you literally just watched it before we started recording. How are you feeling about it?
Sorry, sir, I did not hear anything. You kind of cut out there.
Oh, okay. So how do you feel about the first look at Robert Pattinson as Batman? How did you feel about it? Because you literally just watched it.
I like the close-up.
Yeah.
It didn't show much, but I mean, that's all it was trying to show us, I guess, just what he looked like.
Right. I guess.
I mean, he just looks like any other Batman in a Batman suit.
Right.
But it looked fine. The suit looked good.
Yeah, let me tell you, I was not a fan of how they revealed this. I was just like, motherfucker. And it's funny because I went on Twitter, and guess what was trending, Mikkel?
Batman.
Nope, Daredevil.
Because it looked like Daredevil?
Yeah, everybody was like, why does this look like Daredevil? It's all because of that red filter or whatever, but yeah, and it's...
Yes.
Oh my god, see, everybody's reaction was like, man, I saw Daredevil trending, and motherfucker, season 4 wasn't announced? Fuck y'all. Like, fuck Batman or whatever. And I was like, yeah, I see it. But anyways, for me personally, like I said, I did not like how they revealed this. And, you know, I love Matt Reeves and all. You know, I don't think I've ever watched a Matt Reeves movie. I never saw the Apes movies before. They just never really appealed to me. But yeah, I was not a fan of how they revealed this, because it's like, okay, see, when they first revealed Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker, you got him, you know, you got like a mid to full shot of him as the Joker or whatever. And then they end it with a close-up on him, and now it's just like, that was a good way of revealing Joaquin Phoenix's Joker or whatever. And this is just like, okay, there's a couple of things I don't like. Like you said, Miguel, I do not like how they just were like, yeah, let's get a close-up. It's like, okay, cool, I like the bat symbol or whatever, and people are saying, you know, the bat symbol is apparently made from the gun that killed his parents or whatever. Which is like, I was like, okay, I don't know how to feel about that. But then I saw Kevin Smith apparently wrote a story at one point saying, you know, he wrote that into the comics as well. And I was like, that adds so many layers to how damaged and fucked up Batman is, if that's what they're gonna do, if that's what they're saying or whatever. But yeah, I was not a fan of the close-up or whatever.
Well, I have a question for you.
What's up?
In the movie The Joker,
yeah,
the wife says that the Joker, or Arthur,
yeah,
fuck, I forgot his last name.
Fleck.
Arthur Fleck is the son of Thomas Wayne.
Right.
Is there any truth to that, or is that just
No, because later on in the film, it was revealed that his mom was just making it up, and she's just basically crazy or whatever.
But then she also said in the earlier parts of the film that she was Thomas Wayne paid for all that to be covered up and for all of him to have covered up, and maybe he did.
Well,
Maybe
it was sort of alluded to it, but if you remember, Arthur Fleck goes to like a mental asylum to get records of basically of her and whatnot, and finds out that she was basically beaten and traumatized and has a mental illness, and that's kind of why she made up these lies or whatever, basically made up a fantasy and whatnot. So, I mean, it was... Yeah, because I remember, too, thinking, what a dark, twisted way to go with that, but then it's revealed that she's just as messed up as Arthur is, and so...
yeah, I was hoping it would be better if fucking Bruce Wayne and the Joker were brothers.
Right, and it's... But again, I feel like I like that. It would have been risky. Like, it would have been a cool way to do it because of the fact that it's like, look, this is like, when I look at Joker, I think of that as a one-time movie. It's like, you can totally do that. You're not going to build on this, like, franchise of this Joker movie. It's just like, it's a one-and-done kind of thing. And yeah, they could have gone with that, and I would have been fine with it because I just was like, yeah, this is its own thing. It's not going to really build up to it because who wants to see a 20-year-old Batman go up against a 60 to 70-year-old Joker, Kind of weird. Yep. But yeah, the first look at Robert Pattinson, and he's got that jawline. But yeah, I was just like,
he does.
I couldn't get over the whole fucking close up and shit like that. I was like, show me the fucking full suit. Like, come on, man.
Or at least Robert Pattinson without the mask. I want to know what he looks like as Bruce Wayne.
I like that he has a collar and whatnot, but they don't even show the ears either. It's just like, come on, my guy. But I will say, if there's anything to take away from this camera test, is the fucking score, like, by Michael Giacchino. I think that's his last name. I think that's how you pronounce it, but the score in that camera test, that's what really took me away. I was like, if this is the score that we're going to hear in this movie, I can't wait to hear more because, oh my god, it definitely gave me Batman the Animated Series vibes. Like, I am so ready to hear this dark and dreary score. Like, oh my god, I love it. But yeah, overall, I just hope come Comic-Con, we'll get a better look at him because it does pretty much resemble, kind of does look like it's a mixture between, people are saying it kind of reminds them of the Arkham Knight suit, which I'm like, no, I'm getting more of the Injustice 2 look is what I'm getting from it. That's where I'm kind of looking at it. And, I hope it's good. Like, I mean, I'm still excited to see the movie. I'm sure Matt Reeves is going to kill it. I mean, I love who they got for this cast or whatever, but still, I just wish this was a better reveal, I wish it was a better reveal. Whatever.
Yeah. Well, I have a question. Do we know who's going to be the villain for this movie?
Well, I do. So we got multiple villains, actually. We got Catwoman. She's going to be in it. We got the Riddler, which I'm excited to see that. And apparently it's going to be pre-Riddler or whatever. And then we got motherfucking Colin Firth, or it's not Colin Firth. Oh my god. Colin Farrell? Colin Farrell as Oswald Cobblepot, aka the Penguin. And I fucking love that casting so much. I just think it's just this movie has a very interesting cast. I gotta say, I am very excited to see what Matt Reeves does with this movie. But yeah,
right.
I'm excited. I will say, if there's anything that I'm hoping for, you can do whatever you want. But if there's one thing that I want to see, is I want to see them keep that traditional, Batman knows how to fucking fight. Where, you know, specifically comparing it to, you know, Ben Affleck's Batman, where you see him in that warehouse and he fucking wrecks everybody's ass. He moves and he just cannot be stopped. And I hope we get that. I just hope we don't go back to the Christopher Nolan where he's using elbows and shit like that and he's not really moving all that fast or whatever. God, I really hope they keep, you know, the fight choreography is good.
Yes.
I really hope that, because, you know, Batman knows, like, how to fucking fight. And I get it, with Christopher Nolan, I can let it go because that take is more of, this is sort of, like, set in the real world and whatnot. And I can let that go. But still, if, like, when I think Batman fighting, I think of Ben Affleck's Batman fighting, like, it's fucking nuts. Like, how he just moves and uses gadgets and shit like that. But yeah, I'm excited for it.
Well, I have one thing to add.
Okay, what's up?
Who is going to be the main villain, do you know?
I have no clue, honestly. I mean, it could be the Riddler, it could be Oswald Cobblepot. Who knows, honestly? I don't really know.
Well, if the main villain was going to be the Riddler, why did they not use a purple a purple shade to the video?
Well, I mean, again, this is sort of, I don't know. I mean, it's a camera test, and this is more of a first look at the character, and so I don't know. I don't know. I don't think that really matters. I think because people want to see what he's going to look like in the suit or whatever, this is more of like a tease of what he's going to look like. I feel like till Comic-Con or later on in the year, they'll give us some sort of tease or whatever. I don't know.
Right. They should.
Yeah, and, you know, look, if they want to do a realistic Batman again, go for it, but I hate being this person, I hate being this fan, but the fan in me is like, look, the closest, like, comic accurate Batman we've ever gotten, minus the killing, because people had issues with that, not me so much, is Ben Affleck. I feel like his Batman was the closest, like, comic book accurate we're ever going to see. And I just hope with this, we will get a nice blend of comic book and, you know, whatever his take is. But it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it's all about the final product. And so hopefully it's good. I don't know.
I don't want to be disappointed because Batman, honestly, I've never been the biggest fan, but
yeah,
I like the movies.
Right, exactly. And, you know, hey, at the end of the day, they're adapting the comic book source material. Like, that's the thing I hate getting involved with, like, getting in debates with people. It's like, you gotta realize, this is the movies, this isn't the comic books. Like, they're gonna cherry pick some of the things, and they're gonna make it their own in the movies. It's not gonna be like the comic book. I mean...
Well, sorry about that. TV started playing randomly.
No, you're good. You're good. Alrighty, so that's some Batman talk for this week. So now we gotta talk about The Crow. Now, have you ever seen The Crow, Miguel?
The Crow?
Yeah.
What is that?
The Crow is basically Brandon Lee plays a character who gets killed by these gangsters or whatever. It's a very gothic kind of movie. It's very gothic. It's made in the 90s. It's very famous because Brandon Lee got shot on set of this movie and was killed accidentally. And The Crow is basically this character who comes back from the dead to seek vengeance on these people that killed him and his girlfriend, at least in the first movie. And yeah, it's a very gothic movie. Well, they're at it again. They're going to try and develop it again. And this reboot has been like trying to develop this movie so many times, it's crazy. We had Luke Evans wanting to be the star, and then most recently we had Jason Momoa as the Crow. And it's like, yeah, I love Jason Momoa, but like him as the main character of the Crow, I can't see it at all. I just can't see. He's too fucking big. He is so fucking big. It's crazy. But they're gonna try and develop it, even though they've tried and tried and tried, and it's always fallen apart. But yeah, and I mean, I'll be excited for it. I just feel like if you're gonna do The Crow again, you might as well set it in the 90s, because why does everything have to be modern day take? Sometimes you can just...
That is why I love The Irishman.
Right, exactly. See, some things can just be set in the past.
Timepieces, man. They're timepieces.
Right.
They're nice.
Exactly.
Especially when they get them right. Like The Highwayman.
Yeah, yes, exactly. Exactly. Just like The Highwayman. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, The Crow, it is what it is. It is what it is, and I'll be there to see it if it ever gets, if it ever starts shooting or whatever. But yeah. So, more movies that are in development. We got 2 Transformers movies in development.
I'm ready to hear about this because I have not heard any about this. So
okay,
I want you to tell me as much as you can.
It's apparently their Paramount is in development of doing 2 more Transformers movies. Now, for me personally, I am not a Transformers fan. I like the first one. I haven't really rewatched any of the movies again. I mean, I've only seen them one time, and I did recently watch...
Bumblebee?
What happened was I didn't see Transformers Extinction, and then I watched Transformers the last night, and I was like, oh god, this is... Oh, I hate this. I hate this.
Yes, the character casting, all of that, they fucked it up.
Look, I mean, we can agree. The best part about the Transformers is the visuals of the Transformers.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
You can't take that away. And look, I hated the last night. I hated it so much. I was like, why the fuck are we watching Mark Wahlberg do all this shit? And how is he able to, defend off himself with a sword against a giant fucking Transformer? I don't get that. That shit made no sense to me. I was like, look, realistically, you are fucking dead. You are not that strong enough. I'm sorry. But,
or that agile to be able to fucking fight a superior race of AI robots.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sentient robots. What the fuck?
Exactly. And, every time I watch, YouTube videos on the Transformers movies, I'm just like, yeah, these are kind of bad. And, yeah, every time I watch a video on, Transformers movies, I'm just like, see, now I really don't want to rewatch those movies ever. But
they should have never got rid of Shia LaBeouf. Never.
I don't know. I don't even think Shia LaBeouf could save those movies, honestly. I don't know.
Well, yes, you're right.
I don't know. But I will say this. I did watch Bumblebee. And
it was a good movie.
Yes, it really was. Because, for once, I actually gave a shit about the characters. I gave a shit about the characters and whatnot. And I'm just like, okay, that speaks a whole lot of levels because of the fact that for 5 movies straight, you've had one guy do it, and it's kind of clear that he doesn't really give a shit about character development. Whereas you got somebody like Travis Knight who did Bumblebee, and I was like, this is entertaining, and I care about the characters. There's a moment, you saw Bumblebee, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I love action, and I love the characters, but if there's one thing I remember from that movie, is how Bumblebee takes out one Decepticon with a fucking chain. Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
Where he wraps them all up or whatever, and he's like, yeah, and he's like, you think you can keep me in these chains? And Bumblebee just pulls the chain and just rips them apart. I was like, oh shit. That was...
I don't need to keep you in these chains.
Right. I was like, oh, shit. I don't know if that would be possible, but at the same time, I don't care. That was fucking cool.
Yes, it was.
I'm just like, okay, if we're going to keep Travis Knight along, if Travis Knight is involved, he just needs to be, some sort of, consultant on those movies if they're going to, do that, because, like, character matters, honestly. Like, sometimes it's like, it's not all about the visuals and, like, hey, I care about characters too, you know? And so, Bumblebee did it right, and I fucking love that movie. And so, you know, part of me is hopeful. As long as they don't bring back Michael Bay, we're good. And just have
he had a good run, but
yeah,
I'll tell you this: Michael Bay and lens flares go hand in hand.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That is so true. But yeah,
like literally, it's like flashing a flashlight at the screen the entire time, basically.
Right, exactly. Oh, yeah. See, Michael Bay does work. You know, he's not the worst director, but when it comes to Transformers movies, I'm sorry, it doesn't work. It really doesn't work. But yeah, 2 Transformers movies. Look, it all depends on who they get. Like, as long as you got somebody who cares about characters and whatnot, that's all.
Like
that
you
matters.
said, all that matters is the final product.
Yeah, just. Whew, I hope it's good. Hope they, you know, get their feet off the ground with these, because, you know, after Bumblebee, I'm kind of hopeful. So there's that. All right, Miguel. I think you might like this one. So, Sam Raimi may direct Doctor Strange 2.
Oh boy!
Now you know the
Doctor
name
Strange
Sam
2.
Raimi, right? You know the Sam Raimi name, right?
Nope, I don't know, but
Okay.
Doctor Strange 2 got me interested already.
Okay. So I'm about to make your day even better. So Sam Raimi directed these comic book movies called Spider-Man. Oh yeah.
The first one.
Oh yeah. He directed Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, it's time to fucking go.
And he's gonna.
I'm so ready for
What's
this.
even better, Miguel? I don't know if you know the title of Doctor Strange, but Doctor Strange 2 is called Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness.
I like it.
Now,
I like that a lot.
some people are saying, hey, if Sam Raimi's directing, could we see Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man pop up? Maybe.
Yes, sir.
Maybe.
Yes, sir.
I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that at all, you know? I mean, sounds fan fiction.
Not only that, multiverse
Yeah,
just insinuates Spider-Man.
I wouldn't mind it at all. I mean, look.
As long as it's what's his name?
Yeah.
I forget.
Tobey Maguire.
No, not Tobey Maguire. I mean, it could be. If it is Tobey Maguire, I wouldn't be mad.
Wait,
I do like the new Spider-Man too.
Oh, Tom Holland. Oh,
Yes.
You want Tom Holland in it as well as Tobey Maguire?
If they do multiverse, they can have them all.
Why not? Why not? You could get, like, look, Doctor Strange. You saw the first Doctor Strange. You know how.
Yes, sir. It was a visual masterpiece, man.
Yeah, like, look, I know some Doctor Strange, and look, Multiverse of Madness, that subtitle makes me very excited, because it's like, look, personally, I love the choice of Sam Raimi directing, but I think what would be even better if this wasn't part of the MCU. If it was just like a Doctor Strange movie or whatever, and you had Sam Raimi,
Yeah.
let him have, like, the gloves off, like, he doesn't...
Full reign.
Yeah, like, let him have it all.
You know what
and,
I'd like to see?
Don't stick in that Marvel flavor or whatever. It's like, I'm excited for it, but I think it would be better if it wasn't part of this MCU. But even if
What I
it's
would
part
like
of
to
the
see
MCU,
would be the villain. What I'd like to see on that movie would be the villain to be the Black Spider-Man.
You mean the Venom symbiote Spider-Man?
No. The worst, when Spider-Man turns black, and the evil Spider-Man, basically.
Yeah, with the symbiote and whatnot. Oh, Venom?
No, not Venom.
Oh.
Just, you don't remember the third movie of Spider-Man?
Oh yeah, the symbiote, which comes on him and whatnot, and, you know, makes him mad or whatever. Makes him dance.
No, but Venom is, hold on, let me send you this.
Alright.
You can continue talking, but
Alright,
yeah.
I'm totally excited to see it. I remember just talking to somebody about it. I was like, you know, I'm excited for it. And again, as I told them, I was like, I would love to see a Sam Raimi Doctor Strange movie without the MCU, you know. But I'm still excited for it. I think it's a great choice. And, hey, Sam Raimi directed Evil Dead 2. Like, come on, like, if those don't sell you on Sam Raimi doing a Doctor Strange, hell, even in Spider-Man 2, Doctor Strange is referenced in Spider-Man 2. Whenever J. Jonah Jameson's trying to come up with a name for Otto Octavius, somebody says, "How about Doctor Strange?" That's good, but it's taken. Like, so good, so good. I'm excited to see it. You know,
Whoops. You kind of sent that link to the wrong person.
Oh shit! I mean, they're also saying, you know, it could be horror based, and I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind it at all. I wouldn't mind that it's a what's it called? Horror based. Oh yeah. Oh, I know what you're talking about, Miguel. Yeah. This is basically that's Spider-Man, and the symbiote takes over him or whatever.
Right, but that's not Venom, though, right?
That's not Venom. No, that's not.
Yeah, exactly. See, so I mean, if they want to put Venom in it, maybe.
I see what you mean. I mean, hey, let's not get too crazy now. Let's not get too crazy.
Just put them all in there.
Right.
All Spider-Man.
Chuck them all in and whatnot. Why not? Just why not? Because it's fucking...
Let's just endgame it again.
Right?
Let's just endgame it again.
Exactly. It's just fucking madness. For one movie, too. It's like, this is our grand event, guys. Shit. I don't
know. I don't know. I'm just having some ideas here.
Oh, trust me. The internet's having ideas, too, man.
Right.
But yeah, I'm excited for it. Yeah, he may direct it, so hopefully they do guide him for it. So, but yeah, Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness. I'm ready for it. A movie I'm also excited for. I don't know if you saw Knives Out, Miguel.
No, I have not. Okay. I want to watch a lot of movies, and I just have neglected watching them.
Okay. Well, Knives Out.
I've been spending a lot of time with the wife. I have a big announcement for that.
I got you.
We can take a siesta when you're ready, and we can talk about some life stuff.
Right. We'll do that once we're done here. But yeah, Knives Out is getting a sequel. Oscar nominated Knives Out for best screenplay and whatnot.
And Knives Out, can you explain it for me?
Knives Out, think Clue. Think
what?
It's basically a mystery. It's basically a mystery. Have you?
Okay.
You've never seen Clue, have you?
I know the game.
Okay, so it's basically that. It's basically a mystery. I can't really get into it much because it's kind of like Clue, but it's all about the cast and the dialogue. It's basically what you saw on my Instagram feed when I shared, you know, it's a donut, but a donut hole, but it's also got a donut hole or whatever. Like,
yeah,
let me tell you,
we
like,
need to take a closer look.
You have to watch the movie to understand what he's saying there, because seeing it out of context,
I understood it.
No. I'm saying once you see it in context, though. Oh my god,
it's deeper. It's deeper.
It's so much better. Like, you get what he's saying, but it's weirdly phrased. It's a very weird comparison that he's like talking about. But yeah, Knives Out is getting a sequel. At first, when it was announced, I was like, oh, I don't really want a sequel. But then I saw somebody, I think it was Rian Johnson himself who directed Knives Out, said that it's going to be a new cast or whatever and new setting. I'm like, okay, if that's the case, great. As long as you bring back Daniel
Craig. Because it won't feel
Craig.
Like a sequel.
Yeah, as long as you bring back Daniel Craig as the investigator, then yeah, I'm all for it. So yeah, I'm excited for it.
Okay.
I'm kind of excited for this movie as well. I don't know why, but so there's a trailer for a new Saw movie called Spiral.
Yes, I have some quibs about that.
So starring Chris Rock and Samuel L. Jackson. Now, it was announced that this was happening, and at first I was like, Chris Rock producing a Saw movie? Okay. And, I don't know, Miguel. It's like, I don't know. It's really weird to see Chris Rock in a horror movie.
It is.
It's so fucking weird.
I'm ready. He looked like he's up to it.
Yeah. I mean, hey, comedians want to take a serious role. I'm all for it. But man, it's just so goddamn weird seeing him like in a horror movie. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Like, I really don't. Yeah. So that's all I got. That's all I got to say. I mean, that's all I got to say for Spiral. What about you, Miguel? I mean, because
I don't like the choice of the music. It makes it seem like it's
in the beginning with
in the beginning at least,
Savage.
But it's just I guess that's just a hook to get a younger audience. But.
Yeah, that's kind of what it seems like. Because let's be honest, does Chris Rock even listen to 21 Savage?
I mean, I do, but
right, that's what I'm saying. Like, does he listen to it? Because I don't really know. Like, maybe? I don't know. I don't want to say it's a stereotype, but like, I don't know. It's weird. But yeah, it's probably what you were saying, trying to get that younger audience into it.
Yes, sir.
And so I don't even know if this is taking place after the other movies or if this is supposed to be a prequel. I have no idea.
I think it is the beginning. I think it's a new start, fresh start.
Right. It might be.
And I will say this, they don't need to grab a younger audience because they already have the younger audience. Every fucking young person wants to watch every scary movie that there is.
Pretty much. I mean, yeah, there's definitely an audience for it, and plus it even has...
I think they're just trying to appeal to the younger audience because they know that's probably their demographic that they're going for already.
Right, exactly. And it's kind of weird how it says from the book of Saw, and I'm like, oh, so Saw was based off of a book? I didn't even know. Like...
No, nor did I. Or are they just saying that the series is a book because there were so many movies?
Right, probably. I don't know. I mean, you even got Samuel L. Jackson in it, which I have a feeling he's gonna die, right? Like,
he's gonna die?
Yeah, why do I get that sense that Samuel L. Jackson's gonna die in this movie? Like,
I trust your judgment. I trust it.
I don't know, because I mean, again, it's a teaser trailer. We didn't see much of him, but I just felt like he's gonna die in it. Why do I get that feeling?
It's funny. He had a cameo in the trailer. Hopefully, he doesn't have a cameo in the movie.
Right? Exactly. Like, oh my god.
That would suck.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, I mean, I may or may not see it. I don't really know.
No, you have to see it. You have to see it.
Maybe, I mean... Yeah,
you're right, actually, because I never felt that way about any of the other Saw movies. Yeah, it was never a must-see.
Honestly, I've never watched a Saw movie, honestly. It's just like...
They're just disgusting.
Yeah, and look,
it's like watching Human Centipede or something like that. Like, you don't want to watch that.
Like, all I heard was like, hey, all you need... Of all the Saw movies you need to watch, just the first one, you're good. And I'm like, okay.
Because they're all the same. It's a cardboard fucking cutout.
They fucking drew it all out to like 7 fucking movies, too. Like...
This cash grab. That's all it was.
Crazy. Like, it's fucking wild. I mean, hey, if it makes money, it makes money, but...
It was a cash grab, and shit, more power to them.
Yeah, shit. The quality goes down, but the money goes up, apparently. Shit.
That's why they had to redo this shit. They weren't making any more money.
No kidding. Yeah. I mean, I guess we'll wait and find out. See if it's good. I guess.
Yes, sir.
Some little TV we gotta talk about, which I'm pretty much gonna be taking over. Sabrina, The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, season 3 came out. I liked it. I loved it very much. It was nice to see their version of hell, where the season is basically Sabrina needs to go to hell to bring out her boyfriend. That was cool to see their version of it, the 7 layers. What was funny, I felt, was they got a guy who sounds and kind of looks like Chris Hemsworth. Fucking funny as hell. But I like this.
Is the Great Value Hemsworth?
Well, something like that. I mean, he's got the blonde hair too. Shit. I mean, why not?
Okay.
But he basically plays the guy who, so, spoilers for the show in general, but this season is mainly about Sabrina, who is the daughter of Lucifer, aka Satan or whatever, is basically having to, since her father is gone and trapped inside of Sabrina's boyfriend, she needs to take over because the kings of hell don't have any faith in Lilith or whatever. So Lilith is like, you need to take over hell, and the kings of hell are like, nope, we don't trust in her, she's fucking human or whatever, she's part human or whatever. And so they got the Chris Hemsworth guy to be like, I'm going to take over. So there's these trials, and they need to do these trials. Meanwhile, the Ancient Ones or whatever are coming to wreak havoc, and the Ancient Ones are pagans or whatever. And I was just like, oh shit, pagans, awesome. Like, let's get fucking
pagans?
Crazy. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Spell it out for me.
Pagan? Question mark?
Pagan,
yeah.
Sorry, I had to correct you on that one.
Yeah, no, you're good, I get it. But I really liked it. And this show is very like, if you watch Riverdale, it's very much like that. But what I like about Sabrina the most is the fact that it has this weird, nice blend of like teenage drama mixed with horrific shit happening. Like, oh my god, it's so fucking awesome. It's fucking metal as shit. I love it.
And I'll tell you what, I loved Sabrina, the first rendition, the first series. I loved it on TV.
Oh, the 90s?
Yes, I watched that show all the time, and
wow.
And just to my girlfriend, fiance, she's watching that. She likes Sabrina.
Oh, she's watching the current show.
She's watching the current one, yeah.
Wow, like, I mean,
she tells me that I need to watch that, and you as well.
Well, it's kind of
show you.
It's kind of weird because in the beginning, when I heard they were doing Sabrina, I was like, oh, Sabrina Teenage Witch, okay. And then I would see those little articles that would show like, the picture or whatever, and it would show, apparently, this is pretty much based off of the newest Sabrina in the comics, where it's diving into the Satanism of it all. Like, it's crazy. And I was like, I didn't know what to think, because what really put me off from it was like, from the producers of Riverdale, I was like, oh god, Riverdale. Like, I haven't watched the show, but I can kind of figure where that show is going. And I'm just like, I don't want it. Then I saw the marketing, and I was like, oh, this is okay. So I watched the first season, and I really enjoyed it. And yeah, it's got those, it's definitely appealing to the woke culture or whatever, which is fine or whatever. Like, when it comes to politics and movies or empowerment, I don't really care. As long as it's a good story and it keeps me engaged, I'm cool with it. So you can show me, like, one of the supporting characters is transgender. She identifies as a guy. And so it's, we see the whole, like, people making fun of her, basically making fun of him because of, yeah, you're a girl or whatever and blah, 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 and all that business. And I didn't mind that. I didn't really mind that at all. I like seeing it because it's just like, I don't mind that. It was really well handled, and yeah, the show is really great. Again, it has this nice blend of like teenage stuff, and then it gets really satanic at times, and it's just like, it's really great. And I love that the Kings of Hell have this, they aren't CGI creatures, they're very prosthetic and whatnot. It's just like, it's really great, and I really love it all, and it's really great. And I love the fact that in this season 3, she's got that duality. It plays more of like, she's a teenage girl trying to live her life, trying to protect her friends, but at the same time she needs to take over hell because Lucifer's no longer there anymore because of what happened in season 2. And I'm not going to spoil it for you, Miguel, if you're going to watch it, but yeah, it's really, eventually, it's really great. It's really great, and there's representation. I love it so much, and there's a moment in it where her aunt, Sabrina's aunt, they have a coven or whatever, and in the beginning it was all about hail Satan and they praise Satan or whatever, and eventually in season 3, Lucifer's gone, he's the bad guy, they locked him up and blah blah blah, and now they have a coven, and her aunt is running it, and at one point the pagans are like so dangerous to the point where these witches, these satanic witches like Sabrina and all of them, their powers are gone, and they decide to bring like other witches from other covens. So you got one witch who's like voodoo, you got one witches are like different ones, and there's a moment towards the end of the show, they have a moment where they're wrapping up things, and Sabrina's aunt and the voodoo witch, make out, and I'm like, oh my god, I didn't know I needed this, because there was that tension of like, the aunt is not like, she doesn't trust anybody, and her coming around to like trust these witches to defend off the pagans and whatnot was really great, and I really loved it. And when they kissed, I was like, I didn't know I needed this. I didn't know I needed that, because that felt so organic in a way. It was just so weird. I just loved it.
It was wholesome.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. Wholesome. Yeah, and I really loved it. And I love Sabrina. And, if it's, I think they have season 4, aka...
Well, you kind of have a background in that witchcraft type stuff, so...
Pretty much. I'm exposed to that kind of stuff, so... But yeah, I didn't...
So do I, though.
Yeah, it's just
we were both there. We lived through all that shit.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, I even texted my mom saying, like, oh my god, we got pagans in this season. She's like, pagans can mean a bunch of different things. And I'm like, okay, yeah, because I tried to get my mom into it, and she was like, yeah, not for me. And I'm like, oh, damn. I'm like, damn.
She's not about that. She's more realistic with it.
Yeah, but at the same time, she watches Supernatural, and it's like, yeah, all right, whatever. But hey.
Right. You watch Supernatural, but you won't get into Sabrina.
Right, and I get it. I can only think, my sister could watch this. Like, she can't watch Titans, unfortunately.
She might be.
She might be. My sister might be watching the show, but she can't watch Titans. Like, I even told my mom, like, no, she cannot watch Titans. It's way too adult. Like, it's not... I think once she turns 16, she can watch Titans, but, like, in general, as far as quality goes, Titans is not great. But anyway, Sabrina, I really love it. Can't wait to see where they go with Part 4, because, oh my god, the way that Part 4 ends is crazy. Like, let me tell you, Miguel... I won't spoil it, but there is... I feel like you've seen this on my Instagram, but like...
Yeah.
The last... Not the last episode, but the episode before the last episode of the season. That was pretty much their red wedding of the whole show. Like...
Oh, okay, I see.
Like red wedding, if you know red wedding from Game of Thrones, you all know what I mean. That was basically that episode.
What you mean?
Yeah, that was basically that. That was the episode of the whole show. But the downer is like, it's not going to stay like that. It's not going to stay like that. And how they...
Of course, something's going to happen. Somebody's going to be ritualistically brought back to life, or something's going to happen.
Exactly, and how they do it too, I was like, oh shit. I didn't know you could... Okay, you know what? That's new. I was like, I didn't expect it to go that way. But at the same time, it was hinted out in earlier in the season. And I was like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Like, I saw it coming. I was like, this is not gonna... They're not gonna let all these people be gone. Like, no. Because we got one more episode, and I was so traumatized by it, I was like texting a friend, it's like, I don't want to watch that episode now, because I'm like, that was like very fucking traumatizing, but like, oh my god. But I watched it, and overall, I can't wait to see what they do with Part 4, because man, I'm like, oh my god. Like,
well, when you were telling me,
mm-hmm.
when you were telling me about The Crow, all I could think about was Jon Snow. Anyways.
Oh right, yeah. I got you. That's true. But yeah, that's Sabrina season 3, part 3, whatever you want to call it. I can't wait for part 4. Part 4 is gonna be something, and I think part 4 might be the last season, or season, maybe part 5. I'm not sure, but yeah. Anyways, another series I have to talk about. Arrow ended. The series finale happened. Arrow is no more, and what do I feel about the finale? Now, for backstory time, I was there with Arrow from the very beginning in 2012. I don't know what it was that made me want to watch it. Maybe because it was a DC show or whatever. Had to watch it, and while Arrow has had its ups and its fucking downs, like really downs.
That it did.
Yeah, at the very end of this series finale, it was a nice send-off. I mean, you know how everybody wants a series finale to be like the best thing ever? They hope for it to be the best send-off or whatever. I felt
because they don't want it to end, yeah.
Yeah, with Arrow, I felt it was a nice send-off. And before I get into it, Miguel, are you going to watch Arrow or anything, or?
No, I'm not. Go ahead.
Okay.
My parents watched. I think they finished.
So, for those who have been keeping up, and those who don't really care about spoilers, but I'll get into it. So, here we go. So, as we all know... Spoiler alert. What now?
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, pretty much. It's in the podcast title, after all.
True.
Yeah. So as we all know, Oliver Queen, the main guy, dies in Crisis on Infinite Earths or whatever. The big crossover, which, as I've said, I was not a fan of the crossover event. I would say it was really disappointing at best. It was very disappointing because it just felt like they were more focused on, hey, we got Brandon Routh as Superman coming back, and we got Kevin Conroy as Batman, and we got all these cameos, and the story felt like, what's it called? An afterthought, a second, approach or whatever. I mean, yeah, I felt so disappointed with, because there was an episode in that crossover where I was like, why are we having this storyline? Who gives a fuck if they're so important because they're the Paragons or whatever? Plus, it didn't mean shit at the end of the day, honestly. I mean, yeah, they fixed everything, but
it's called filler.
Yeah, it's not really filler. It's just a really odd choice because at the end of the day, so it's 5 parts. At the end of part 3, I believe, part 3, all the multiverse is basically destroyed. All Earths are destroyed. And then we get to part 4, where Oliver Queen, the main guy of Arrow, is basically taking on this identity of the Spectre. Now, the Spectre is pretty much I don't know how to describe the Spectre, but he's just sort of that guy that can, sees everything in the universe and just knows everything. And this version... And in this version, Oliver Queen becomes the Spectre. He has the mantle passed on to him or whatever. Well, first off, they kill him off in part 1, I believe. And then the other... Yeah, okay, so in the beginning of this crossover, they kill him off in, part 2, I believe. I think it was part 1. In the first episode of the crossover, they kill him off or whatever. And I was like... fucking already? Because let me tell you, when I heard that Arrow was ending and we were having Crisis, I'm like, I know Crisis, and since Arrow is ending, they're gonna kill this motherfucker, aren't they? And sure enough, I knew they would, but I didn't think it was this early. I didn't think so. And it was just weird. And then later on, God, there's just so much. So, Oliver's kids from the future come into the present or whatever for this big event or whatever. So his daughter and a couple of other characters decide we should bring him back. We should put him in the Lazarus pit. Can't do that. So John Constantine is like, we need to go after his soul and bring him back. So they go to the afterlife, and that's where we meet the first Spectre, who, whatever, and it's like, Oliver Queen, you are now going to be the Spectre, and blah, blah, blah. You're going to take out the Anti-Monitor and all this business. So we get to that. So we fast forward to part 4, after months and months after a month of waiting, because in part 3, we saw that...
Part 4?
Yeah, part 4 picks up after part 3, which in part 3 we saw that all the multiverses were exploded or whatever. And in this one, the Paragons, the special ones basically, have to take on the Anti-Monitor. And, Oliver Queen has to fight the main guy, the main baddie, basically the Anti-Monitor. In the process, he beats him and makes a new Earth or whatever. An Earth where basically all the Earths are joined into one. I didn't think they would have all these Earths come into one like it is in the comic. I didn't think it would, but it's nice that, all these heroes are now on the same Earth or whatever. All these CW shows or whatever, they're now on their own Earth. Like, they're all joined together. So we get that. Oliver's just looking at this new world that he just built or whatever. And,
right.
He basically sacrifices himself, of all that fighting and whatnot. And then we go to part 5, and we basically see the aftermath of it all. We see the aftermath, Oliver Queen's gone, the characters are learning, hey, we're all on the same Earth or whatever. And then the Anti-Monitor's back, and it's like, what the fuck was the point of that whole Paragon shit? Like, basically, being the special ones. It's like, what the fuck was the point of that shit? No, it's all about, we're going to do it for Oliver or whatever. It's like, okay, whatever, I guess. But hey, at least we got the forming of their Justice League or whatever. So
I was going to say that.
Yeah.
The forming of the Justice League.
Yeah, they got that. So... Anyway, so after all that business, we get to the next episode, which apparently, I think the next episode is basically a backdoor pilot for the Arrow spinoff show, which is basically going to be about Oliver's kids being the main kids, and it's set in the future in their timeline, and Oliver's daughter is basically going to take up the mantle of the Green Arrow or whatever, with the help of some of the Black Canaries or whatever. And, I'm just going to say it. I'm sorry, even with that pilot episode, I'm not watching the spin-off show. I'm not going to do it because it was bad enough, having to, be introduced to the grown-up versions of Oliver's kids. I was just like, I'm not about this at all. Like, I don't like these characters. I don't give a fuck about these characters. I'm not watching it. I like the supporting characters, the Black Canaries. I like Dinah Lance and all of them, but I'm not watching it. And even though, they're not the same characters as they were when we first met them, I'm still not watching it. I have no interest in watching it. You have no
appeal to it. You're not interested, are you?
No, I hate to say that. It's just like, I get it. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't want it because, a first impression can really make or break,
Oh, yes. Trailers will make or break.
Yeah, it's basically, first impressions of your characters can really make or break your character, like, going forward. So that's just me. But anyways, the series finale for Arrow basically ends with, it's Oliver Queen's funeral, we're getting ready for the funeral. Felicity finally comes back because for some reason the actress didn't want to come back for the series finale, the final season of Arrow for some reason. I don't know why, but who cares? But she finally shows back up. Oliver Queen is gone, and they have one more mission. Of course, they have one more mission. The whole season is the series finale is about Oliver and his sacrifice, and it's it was nice. It was really nice, talking about how, Oliver Queen had this mission of wanting to save his own city, and with him making a new universe, a new Earth or whatever, it's like he can finally rest now. And yeah, they go, the rest of the team go save his son or whatever, because he's got an older son. He's got a son and whatnot, with another chick. That happened early on in the show, in the other early seasons or whatever. They go save him, and then it's like, all right, there's nothing left. I mean, there's no crime, there's no nothing, because apparently when Oliver was making this new Earth, he made sure there's no crime in Star City. And yeah, kind of weird that he didn't, make any, no crime in Central City or Freeland or any of these other ones. Like,
what?
Okay, so you just basically...
He didn't have enough foresight.
Yeah, like you made no crime for your own city, but you won't help out your other friends or whatever. Like, okay, Oliver, I see you. Like,
selfish, baby.
You fucking shady motherfucker. Like, okay. All right, whatever. But yeah, it was nice.
It's a utopia.
Basically. And it was but at the end of the day, it was a nice series finale, honestly. So we get to Oliver's funeral, where people from almost every character you can think of, well, most characters that you've seen on the show are there at Oliver's funeral. So some of the villains who turned good, and it was crazy. And then, as he was making this new Earth or whatever, he brought back people that he lost. Like, he brought back one of his friends who died in season 1, and it was crazy. He brought back his girl, one of his ex's dad, back to life, and it was nice. And one of the characters, his bodyguard, well, quote unquote bodyguard in the first season, who's been there from the very beginning, gives his whole speech about how Oliver was a good person. He may have had many layers, but at the end of the day, he always did what he felt was best, and it was nice. It was a nice send off. And man, they do have this montage of, as the speech is going on, they have John Diggle, aka the bodyguard, former bodyguard, basically, we're seeing what he's up to nowadays, as his speech is going on about Oliver. Something comes from out of the sky, and what could it be? It's a Green Lantern fucking ring. Of course it is. Of fucking course it is, because from the very beginning, everybody's like, John Diggle is a Green Lantern, he's John Stewart, it's all because he's black or whatever. It's like, his name is John, and he's black, he's gotta be Green Lantern. Sure enough, they give him, he has this little box or whatever that came from the sky or whatever. He opens the box, and sure enough, a green light. You see the green light on his face or whatever. It's just like, oh my god, of course they would. Because, we want to give fans what they want. It's whatever. But honestly, and then it ends with Felicity, Felicity meeting the Monitor, and she's like, will you take me to Oliver? And she basically gets taken to the afterlife, where she sees Oliver Queen, who is dead in the afterlife, and they're in the Queen Industries building or whatever. He's happy. He's got Felicity, and the camera just pans out of Queen Industries, and that's the show. And I really liked how they ended the show, honestly. I really did. It was just a nice, because it was just honoring the character in general. I just really loved that a lot, and I have no complaints about it. I have no complaints of how they ended the show. And, it kind of sucks, because now it's like Oliver's gone, and there's this part of me that's like, do I really want to keep watching these DC CW shows now? I like The Flash, I love Legends of Tomorrow, and I love Black Lightning, but there's this part of me that is like, Oliver Queen is gone. And it's just like the backbone, the building block of all these other shows. Without him, we wouldn't get the Flash and all these other characters. And it's like, this is weird. But yeah. So yeah, that's my thoughts on the Arrow series finale. And you know what? Again, as I said, there was ups and there was downs. But at the end of the day, it's all about those characters. I loved watching them kick ass. And so, yeah, part of me is going to miss it, even though it was last season where I was just so annoyed by it. I was like, man, I want this show to end now. And then sure enough, during that summer, I was like, oh, I got my wish. They're going to end it now. I kind of felt bad. But at the same time, apparently the reason why they decided to like do one more season is because the ratings and the views and whatnot. And so I was like, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, you know what? It had to.
I mean, people get bored.
Yeah, sometimes they do. Sometimes they're... And, you know, yeah, I get it. You know, for me, too, it's like, it is kind of annoying as shit to see the same repetitive drama over and over again. It's so fucking repetitive. Hated it.
Honestly, I feel that way about movies that come out these days. I can literally predict almost everything that's going to happen in a movie. I've seen some.
Yeah. And, you know what? And, you know, I wasn't emotional. I did get emotional at times because I was like, they're done. Luckily I didn't burst out in tears, luckily, because I was kind of on the verge because of all the
Joker almost did, man. Joker almost made me cry.
Yeah, and God knows how I'm going to feel once Supernatural ends, like...
Oh God!
Yeah, it's bad enough the series is ending this season. It's just like I'm not ready for when this show ends. Like that's 15 years of my life. Like right there. That's fucking.
I can't
nuts.
believe it.
I'm not ready. But anyway,
it's almost as long as our damn friendship.
Right? Exactly. No, you're right. Oh my God, you're right. You're right. Because. Yeah.
I think we first met in 6th grade, 5th grade, something.
No, I'm pretty sure it was 2005. I'm pretty sure. Because... Yeah.
5th grade.
So, yeah, Supernatural's been there from the beginning. Oh, shit. I feel old.
That's ridiculous.
I feel old. Oh, my God. But,
15 years, dude. God.
Yeah, I'm not ready because, you know, at the end of the day, when it comes to Supernatural... If someone were to ask me, why did you keep watching the show? All I'm going to tell them is, hey, I loved seeing the main characters. At this point, that's the only reason why I come back. I don't really care for the story as much. It's all about those characters, you know? And how they're doing this last season is just like, I don't like that God is the main villain, but you know what? If that's how you get... I mean, that's the last thing you could do. And you know what? Fine. Whatever. It just felt so weird. But anyways. Alright. It's time to wrap up the show. But before we go, we have to talk about a movie we both saw. And, we didn't see it together, unfortunately, but it's kind of funny. We both saw it. So we're going to talk about Birds of Prey. When did you see this, Miguel?
I seen it on Valentine's Day, just like you.
You saw it? Okay, yep. So we both saw this on Valentine's Day. Unfortunately, Miguel was not my Valentine's Day, you know. We had our own dates, so... Yeah, Miguel, where do I even start? You know what? I'm going to let you start because I need a drink. I need a drink. I'm going to pour myself some drink right now, so... I'll let you take it away.
I was about to say that too. Let's tell the audience what you drinking, Tristan.
I'm having Kraken with Coke, like, because I need a drink, like I really do, because...
I'm drinking some of this nice freaking crystal clear water.
You sober up while I get drunk.
Well, I'm on nicotine. That's it.
Oh, well.
I need a blunt, but shit.
Yeah. So yeah, Miguel, it's fresh in your mind. I have notes. I don't know where to begin. I think you should...
go
So
wherever you want to begin.
Okay, so did you see any marketing for this movie at all?
I've seen the trailers.
Okay. For me personally, this movie has been like development for a long time, since the Suicide Squad days, apparently. And
wow.
Yeah, we're gonna give Deadshot a movie. I remember the days where 2016 they were announcing spin-off movies and shit like that, and this was one of them apparently. And yeah, I didn't know what to think. I was excited because I'm like, all right, comic book movie, I'll go see it. Why not? And yeah. Look, I mean, it wasn't until I think the very last trailer was when I was like, all right, I'm on board. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know what to say about this movie, honestly.
I am cutting in and out a little bit, so just forgive me if I sound like a robot.
Oh, you're okay. Where do I begin? I wanted to be excited for this movie. It wasn't until the last trailer that I was like, all right, I'm finally sold. And luckily I went with somebody. And, I've seen the reviews. I've seen people praising this movie. There was only 2 people that I watch on YouTube that were like, yeah, this isn't really good, but, like, there's some stuff to like about it. And yeah, one of them was like, I didn't like this movie at all. And so I'm just like, oh man, all right. I mean, I got excited when I saw the runtime, which was an hour and 45 minutes apparently. So I was excited for that. Yeah, okay, I'll just say it. Look, for me personally, this isn't a good movie, nor is it a bad movie. It's just sort of nothing. Like, that's the best way I can describe it. It's just sort of nothing. It's one of those comic book movies, or movies in general, that's just forgettable. Like, I don't know. Like, there were so many things that I didn't understand. The problem with it, I feel, is the writing itself. As me and him were talking, I totally agreed when he said the characters just felt underdeveloped. And
even though they tried I don't think they tried their hardest, but they tried to develop, it just didn't come out well.
Right. And I hate to compare it. I hate to compare movies. I really do. But this really felt like, well, there was one aspect where I really felt like they're trying to do like Deadpool. And
Right. Yes, they were.
And, Harley Quinn is very much, yeah, you can kind of, as far as her wit and whatnot, her quips and whatever, yeah, that's very much Harley Quinn or whatever. But this narration, this expedition of, like, trying to...
It was very narrated.
Yeah, it's just like, I didn't think I would, like, be so like, oh, I can't stand this. You know what really... Okay, again, spoilers for Harley Quinn, we're just going to get into it. What I couldn't really stand was the fact that, we get to a scene is playing, and then we pause it, and then she's like, okay, let me explain this, and blah, blah, blah.
Like, just do it. Don't fucking talk and tell us all this bullshit. Can we not play these things in the right order? Like it would have been fine if they played it in the right order.
Yeah, exactly. And I just felt like, okay, I haven't read a Harley Quinn comic book in a long time. I don't know if she breaks the fourth wall, but if she does, fine, whatever. But with Deadpool, it felt
really never did break the fourth wall, though.
Well, she's talking to us or whatever. That's the thing. She's talking to us as the...
But she wasn't talking to us. It was narrated to us, though.
Yeah, well, it's still, but it just felt like...
It felt weird. It felt awkward.
Yeah, it didn't feel organic. Whereas with Deadpool, that felt organic, and he's telling an origin story. And, yeah, I just couldn't. I really couldn't. You know... And again, I went into this movie knowing, especially watching all the trailers, this is really a Harley Quinn movie. So much so that they decided to change the name for it for, you know, ticket sales or whatever. They're just calling it Harley Quinn Birds of Prey. And it's like, it's kind of fucking too late for that. And yeah.
Yeah, really it is.
The official title is too fucking long. I don't...
Birds of Prey and the story or something about Harley Quinn 1.
Yeah.
Or one Harley Quinn.
Yeah, exactly. It's too fucking long. And look, you know...
They should have had foresight for that.
Exactly. And look, it's just a fucking title. You know, again, I can, you know, differentiate comics and... movies. Like, this isn't the comics, this is the movies, and it's whatever. But it is kind of funny how it's like, okay, so we have Diana Lance, Black Canary, we have Cassandra Cain, we have Renee Montoya, and then we have Helena Huntress or whatever in this movie, and it's like, okay. And then we have Victor Zsasz and we have Black Mask. Okay, there's so many things. You know what's really crazy to this movie? I didn't think I would have to be asking this, but like, okay, we're in Gotham City, right? So, and this is part of their DC cinematic universe or whatever. So, how come she's just walking around in Gotham City when she broke out of prison from from Suicide Squad, like all those years ago? Also knowing, in fact, that, you know, she made a statement, basically everybody just kind of figures that, oh, she's not with the Joker anymore. Why is nobody arresting her, like, on the spot? Like, that's kind of weird. I find that very fucking weird. Only one cop wants to arrest her. Everybody else doesn't give a shit. Like, okay, that's fucking weird. Also, you know what else I don't get? Harley Quinn. She's a killer. So she's gonna, like, shoot beanbags and fucking glitter at cops. And you have an R rating. So why wouldn't you take that advantage? Like, you'll you know, be graphic with, you know, hunters, you know, using a bow and arrow. I mean, a crossbow, I'm sorry. Crossbow against villains.
It's not a fucking bow and arrow.
Right, exactly. Yeah, it's just like, okay, so we have that, but like the villain.
Her little temper tantrums were stupid, dude.
Yeah, it's just like, okay, your villain, Harley Quinn doesn't kill cops or whatever, but she'll break bones and shit like that. It's like, well, what are you trying to be, movie? Like, why even have the R rating if you're not even going to have Harley Quinn, who is well known as this killer or whatever, not even kill cops? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it at all. It's just, but, you know, I guess she just wants somebody else to kill her, I guess. I don't fucking get it. Whatever.
No idea, man.
I don't know either. And, you know, look, again, this all comes from the writing, too. I will. Okay, what's good about this movie? Let me just get.
That's what I was going to say. We should probably start talking about the good things.
There's only. I feel like the only good thing about this movie is for what everyone is given, performance-wise. Everybody's great. I think everybody's great.
Yeah.
And of course, you know, the best thing about this movie really is Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, and.
Yep.
That's all I can say. That's all the positives I got. I mean,
I like the visuals. The movie was very fluorescent and rainbowy and colorful. I like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll give you that.
The action, the choreography, fucking, she was great, dude.
Yeah, I mean, you
The
know what?
fighting.
I don't know about that, but like I did see what's it called? One of the John Wick guys or whatever came in, apparently, gave advice on how to do all of the fight choreography and whatnot. And I'm like,
And it shows. It shows.
yeah, I mean, I guess. Yeah, yeah. But that's
You
all.
might be biased, but we have both points of views here because I actually really like the movie, but I do understand your point of view too.
Yeah.
The things that you're saying.
I just, again, it's just a nothing kind of movie. Honestly, it's very. Again, I go into most movies with no expectations, and even with no expectations, I felt like this was disappointing. I don't know what I was expecting, but like I don't care. Some gripes I had with it. Okay, first things first. I love Ian McGregor. I really do. But, and I know this comes from the writing, but what the fuck were they thinking about Black Mask? Okay, I get the sense that he wants to be accepted or whatever. He's trying to prove that he doesn't need mom and dad's money or whatever, but like, what an asshole. Like, and it works, but at the same time, his temper tantrums or whatever, I'm like, this is fucking too much, man. Like, this is fucking too much. You are a grown ass man. Like, you need to chill the fuck out. And it can work, but I just wasn't feeling it for this movie. And then there's that one scene that I just felt so fucking unnecessary, where she tells a girl to get on the table and start dancing, and then forces a guy to like cut her like dress off. I'm like, okay, this is fucking too much. I mean,
yeah, I think they were just trying to show how much of a prima donna he was.
Yeah, that's it. There you go. That's the word, prima donna. That's what he is. I did get that from the trailers. He's very flamboyant or whatever, I get that, but I'm like, the execution isn't there. Like, I just don't feel that. I just felt like he's just fucking annoying as shit. He's kind of like the Anakin Skywalker, Hayden Christian of this movie. Like, he's just so fucking annoying to the point where when he blew up, I was like, oh fuck, like. Because I don't fucking know. You know what I don't fucking get? Okay, so Cassandra Cain, who's a girl who steals shit from other people, right? So she gets all this shit, right? Why? She gets a diamond. Why would you swallow that shit? After you just bit it and you pretty much know it's a diamond, why the fuck would you swallow that, though?
She should have just boofed it, stuck it up her ass instead.
Right. Like,
she has a vagina, bro.
Hide it in her cast. Maybe hide it in her cast like she was doing earlier, and, maybe she swallowed it because she didn't want cops, like, taking it out of, or whatever. It's just like, you could have
You should have just put it in her vagina. She's a woman.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much, yeah. Just like, why the fuck? And, okay,
I felt like they just needed something to make the movie longer.
Right. Probably. Yeah, that's probably it. And, the simple story is, Roman Sionis wants this diamond because it has encryptions of, like, bank accounts or whatever, and he needs it. And, yeah. Alright, whatever the fuck, I guess.
It was not developed. The story was not developed enough.
Yeah, I don't get that at all. And, yeah, another thing I don't understand is, so, Black Canary, right? Diana Lance, right?
Oh god, I hate this shit.
why the fuck is she using her canary cry at the very last minute of the movie? I don't understand that. Like, there was no hint of her being like, if I use my canary cry, it hurts my throat or whatever. Like, there was none of that. There was no. It just felt like oh, she can do this. It's like, okay, if you had that this whole fucking time, why not use it? I mean, they showed it in the trailer. I didn't think it would be at the very end of the movie, but I'm just like,
they played it up so much, and then it was such a disappointment when it happened.
Right, exactly. It's just like, you do that the last minute. Why the fuck? You know how many times
it wasn't even cool. It wasn't even cool.
Right. And it's like, you know how many times you could have, like, fucking, like, saved everybody? Like, and plus, you have this canary cry, and if you're trying to get away from, you know, Roman Sionis, why not just scream in his fucking ears? Like,
you literally blow his head off.
Right, exactly. Like, oh my god.
I don't know. It was poorly executed, but it was a visual, not masterpiece, but it was visually pleasing.
Yeah, but the biggest thing I hate about this movie is there's a certain character which I don't know what to say, and that is Huntress. Why the fuck was she in this movie again? Like, can somebody tell me why she was in this movie? Oh, she wants revenge, and somehow that ties into Roman Sionis, and it's like, she really had nothing to do with this movie until the very end. It's like, you could have just fucking written her out of this movie, and the movie would have just been fine without her. Oh, she helps Harley Quinn.
Very awkward.
It's just like, no, this... I'm sorry, but... And again, having that narration to explain everything, it's like, you know, here's the thing. You know what this movie would have been, this movie would have been so much better if it was just a Harley Quinn standalone movie. This movie would have been so much better if it was just her, after the breakup of the Joker, her becoming her own boss, trying to make a name for herself, and fighting off all these people that are after her, which I thought that was a cool aspect of the movie. All these guys coming after her because of, they're broken up, and it's like, Joker can't protect her. It's like, why not have that be the main story of her becoming her own person and wanting to be her own, person, just being, Harley Quinn, making her name for herself. I'm not with Joker anymore. Like, if you want to join me, do it. That's what this movie could have been. It's basically what the Harley Quinn animated series is doing right now. Like, why wouldn't you make this just a Harley Quinn standalone movie? Because let's be honest, Birds of Prey, like, in the comics, great characters. But in this, it's just like, this doesn't feel like a team movie. It's just very disjointed. Characters are in development. It's just not well-written characters. Just like, again, it's just like, it's a nothing kind of movie. It's just like, okay, great. Like, cool-looking characters. And, oh my god, I couldn't... Lately, I've been going to the movies, anytime I don't like something, I'm just like, fuck you, movie. I say that out loud sometimes. I'm just like, fuck you, movie. And there's a moment in this movie where, at the very end, when, Harley Quinn's given another narration where she's like, oh, and these girls made a team together, and now they're called the Birds of Prey, and you see Huntress and her almost comic accurate suit or whatever, and I was like, no, fuck you. Like, no, it just doesn't look right. I'm sorry. I mean, as accurate as they try to make it look, it's like, look, maybe just don't try and be accurate like the comics, because it's kind of stupid looking. Let's be honest, it's kind of stupid looking. We don't need it. Could have just left that out. You could have just left the Huntress character out of the whole movie. And you know what? I'm tired of comic book movies nowadays. I am so tired of comic book movies killing off, these not so overpowered villains or whatever. Like, why couldn't you just kept Black Mask around? I mean, you could have brought him back, right? Like, come on. But it's just...
And it's very underdeveloped. They just didn't know where to go with it, I don't think.
And that's the thing. It's like, as much as I didn't like Black Mask in this movie or whatever, I just felt like you could have just kept him around. But then again, that's the one trope I hate about comic book movies these days. It's like, they always kill off interesting characters. Like, especially when you can, like, develop them more in other movies or whatever. It's just like, but then again, it's a comic book movie. We're gonna see, you know, who knows how long we'll see another Black Mask played by somebody else, maybe better, I don't know. But I was just like, I just felt like I'm getting tired of killing off villains, especially when they're not so overpowered. Like, I get killing off Thanos, for example. I get it. He's not a human being or whatever and whatnot. He's a different race.
But he was actually a formidable opponent.
Exactly. Whereas Black Mask, he's just sort of a mob gangster or whatever. And yeah, I was very disappointed with Birds of Prey, honestly. Even, as I said, going in with no expectations, just like, I don't know what I wanted. But then again, I just made up a whole movie of how it should have just been a Harley Quinn movie and all that business, but I don't know. I mean, again, I would say, it's funny. My dad called me and I told him I went and saw Birds of Prey, and he was like, how was it? I was like, you can wait for it on rent. Like, you can just rent it. Like, it's not worth going to the movie theater, honestly. Like,
there were raving reviews about this movie, and it was fucking maybe a teenager movie.
Right.
At best.
And that's the thing, and that's the weird thing. It's like, everybody was so against it because, it's basically a continuation. I did love the fact that they did, like, have a nice cameo by Captain Boomerang from Suicide Squad. That was great, where she's like, oh, I know that guy with the wanted sign or whatever. That. I thought that was great. And look, again, Suicide Squad, it's not good. I admit it. It's not good, but I had fun with it. And
it was better than this movie.
Yeah, it was. It really was. It was more entertaining, and yeah, they
developed the characters better in that movie.
Yeah, and there's also a moment in this movie where Renee Montoya is going, like, she's getting so much shit or whatever, and she's not giving the credit that she wants or whatever. And there's a moment in this movie where she's, like, drinking or whatever, and it's just like, I feel like they're trying to do something here, but it's not working, and again, underdeveloped. And I can't with this movie.
I still don't understand how she was able to fend off and fight just like all the rest of them.
Right. Like,
she's just a fucking investigative cop.
Right.
And she's able to go toe-to-toe with freaking so much cholos and gangsters and all this shit. That doesn't make sense.
But she's a cop, guys. She's an investigator. She has some... whatever.
She has super Mexican powers.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. Man, look, all I can say is, I don't know. I should really look up what the director has done before, because maybe she's done better stuff, and this is just not one of her great movies. And yeah, I thought the rave reviews, it's just like, again, we're all different. It's always great to see, how different we are, and everybody's got their own taste, and, everybody feels a different way when they see this movie, and it's just like, yeah, those rave reviews, I'm just like, yeah, can't really agree, but I'm glad you had a good time with it.
Right.
I can't really agree with it. It's just like, it wasn't for me, unfortunately, and I hate to say that. But hey,
I think I had a... Oh, sorry.
No, it's just... I think, at the end of the day, it's no fucking Dark Phoenix. I'll tell you that much. It's no Dark Phoenix. It's no Venom. It's no Green Lantern. It's no Batman and Robin. It's nothing like that. It's just, again, it's sort of nothing at the end of the day. Like, I don't have this burning hate for this movie or anything. It's just sort of nothing. Because, again, I had no expectations, And unfortunately, I was just sort of disappointed with it, and, it's just sort of nothing at the end of the day. So, there's that.
I will say this. Mm-hmm. It was a funny movie.
Yeah, I'll give you that. I mean, yeah, I'll give you that, because that whole bit with the whole, what's it called? That sandwich she had, or whatever. Yeah, that was great. That is
it took me losing my one true love.
Right, like, that is a fucking mood, because food is fucking important. Let me tell you, it's important. So yeah, that's, well,
it had very good comic relief.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that.
But the whole movie was like comic relief, honestly.
Yeah, it definitely had great jokes in it. But yeah,
and it drew away from the fact, like, from the story, and it's like they wanted to be funnier than serious.
Right, exactly. And yeah, all I can say is, hey, at least, again, as I said, performance-wise, everybody does great, and Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn is great. And I'm so excited to see what they do with her and the James Gunn, the Suicide Squad movie. I'm excited to see that. I'm so excited. Because you have James Gunn, who did Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2, directing this Suicide Squad sequel. I am so fucking excited for that. Oh my god. I'm excited. And, I've already seen set photos of Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn on set. It's just like, I can't wait to see what they do. And, a part of me is like, maybe she's great as a lead, but I prefer her as a supporting character, honestly.
Yeah.
Or at least her being, in her own standalone movie, not having.
But as she said it in the movie, a Harley Quinn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just. But yeah, Birds of Prey. I would say, don't let us stop you from seeing it. If you enjoyed what you saw in the trailer, just go see it. I mean,
it's a good movie to watch.
Yeah, I mean, hell, now that I think about it, maybe it's a good time if you're drunk. I don't know.
Or if you're with a woman, because shit, I think that's why I liked it a lot, because I was with my woman.
Yeah, maybe that's why I wasn't so bitter towards it or whatever, because I had somebody who was laughing and enjoying it at the same time, even though afterwards I was telling her the things I didn't like and she was agreeing with me. But yeah, maybe it's one of those movies where maybe it's just one of those movies you gotta see it with somebody to, not hate it or just enjoy it, Maybe it's
just enjoy it for what it is. It's a fucking comedy, that's all it is.
Yeah, exactly. And, and if they want to do a Harley Quinn movie, do it. Just don't include these 3 to 4 supporting characters or whatever. Just keep it simple, Don't try and explain the backstory or whatever. Maybe this movie would have worked if they didn't have to explain the backstory of all these characters and whatnot. Maybe. But I don't know. And yeah.
See, that's when you hear Birds of Prey's story or something, whatever, of one Harley Quinn, you think it's going to be about Harley Quinn.
Right.
It was about 5 different people, and it took away from the fact. It took away from Harley Quinn,
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know. I don't know anymore. But yeah, I mean, I just loved seeing, the fanboys get all, get their panties in a bunch saying, this isn't the Birds of Prey, Harley Quinn's not part of the Birds of Prey. It's like, shut up. Oh my god, shut up. Just, y'all need to learn the difference between the movies and the comics, 'cause I'm sick and tired of seeing this shit. Oh my god.
Right.
What now?
I said right?
Yeah, it's so annoying. It's like, look, I love the Birds of Prey like anybody else, but it's like I can tell the difference between a movie or whatever, And I've even said, this isn't really a Birds of Prey movie. It's more of a Harley Quinn movie. but with the Birds of Prey. But yeah, alright, that's it. That's all we got for this episode of Spoiler Appetite. So yeah, thank you for listening. So yeah, that's Spoiler Appetite for this week. I'm Tristan.
And I'm Miguel.
And you've just been spoiled.